Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. Sorry that we're starting late. Oh my God, you guys, I have had such a day. I dropped my phone in the water in the ocean by the house, which it's brackish water because the river's like a mile away. But there is no ladder down, so I had to climb up barefoot like a 9 foot, it's like 8 or 9 foot bulkhead. And oh my God, you guys, I just can't believe I even made it to this live because I am so spent. I guess all my adrenaline was rushing. I tore my legs up from barnacles. I'm just a mess. Or my foot and one of my legs and my wrist. But we canceled yesterday. I didn't want to cancel today. Yesterday, we were supposed to do, we told you guys we would be here for 3 days doing the calls, and we had full intentions of that. So yesterday, it was my turn to edit the video. And the internet was so slow, it took like 12 hours to upload. So we just couldn't make it in time. I do want to say you will see a couple little pictures that Melissa made in the on the title cards, and they're really beautiful. And I just appreciate her help so much because that helped me get it done a little bit faster. But it didn't finish uploading until like 11 p.m. last night. So anyways, that is why we weren't there yesterday and we're here today. Probably not going to see me respond to any comments or emails or anything until at least Wednesday. I have an appointment to get my phone looked at. I cannot get into any of my accounts, even on my computer. Google is such a pain in the ass with this 2-step verification. So I can comment through StreamYard in the live chat as my name, but otherwise I did make a little backup account on Bentley's phone, and I'll be trying to use that a little bit here and there. To try to see what's going on or respond to comments or anything, because I can't. So I just want you guys to know ahead of time. Another thing that I wanted to touch base with you on and kind of talk about was these video visits and these calls. So I know that, recently we've gotten a little bit of backlash from here and there from people about this stuff, but it's funny because when people stand up to talk about this or how they feel about it, they really don't have any clue what's going on here. And that's quite obvious. So I just want to make this very clear. First of all, you guys and me and Jen spent a lot of money getting these calls, and it's only right to put them all out. Nobody here is a fan of Letecia. Please do not get it twisted. This is not even about the case. It's more about the person. You can see other people like Ted Bundy or other criminals who have been studied. You guys know the drill. I don't need to get all into it. I just want to say, if you don't like it, then don't watch. But do not compare what we're doing to what some of the nonsense that's happening in these open investigations, bashing the parents and stuff like that. This is a closed case, and we've been going through case files that we paid for. You guys know, me personally, out of my own personal money, I've spent around at least $1,000. And we're going to play them. If you don't like them or you're not a fan of it, then don't fucking watch. Okay. That's just where I'm at. I'm really frustrated, you guys. Like I said, I can't even believe that I'm on here live today because my body, I'm just ready to I have no more energy. I've used it all up and I'm just completely exhausted and beat down. And anyways, so I've had a lot of people who've wanted to speak up and give their thoughts on that who don't really have a damn clue what's actually going on here. It's pretty ridiculous. So anyways, let me say hello to you guys. I'm waiting on Bendy and we will get started. Hey, Megan, thank you. Exactly. If you don't like it, then don't watch. It's not that hard, but don't you damn dare compare me to some of these people that are exploiting an open case where there's no information, bashing parents. We're going through case files and documents. Yes, that takes time. It takes a long time because there's a lot of it. So it is what it is. Oh, Bendy, I thought I sent it to you in Messenger. I'm so sorry. I was like, where the hell are you? I'm just going to put it in the chat and I'll use a pin screen because I'm exhausted and I love you. I'm sorry. Hey, Trulia. So let me say hello to you guys. Hey, Neat Noodle. Hey, Melissa. B Crumbs, the phone went out after we talked. There is no more phone. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Hey, Nay. Hey, Riley. Hey, Sandy. I think most of us are here for this study. Well, no, we don't. It's just that it keeps being brought up. It's not like I'm just bringing up something over and over. It's that other, it keeps being brought to my attention. So I want to just get that out in the beginning, and I'm not going to address it anymore. Like I said, most people commenting on it don't even have a fucking clue about what exactly is going on. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Claus. Hey, Amaya fam. Melissa Jade. Mayla's mom. Good to see you, beauty. Oh, my goodness. Woofy. Thank you. I love you and I appreciate that. Hey, Julian. Alana, thank you. You guys work hard. We appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you. And you know what? This video does not have the flyers in it. I needed to get some as overlays, but then after I freaking jumped in the ocean after my phone and had to pull up I cannot believe I made it up. There's no ladder and it's a very tall wall. I think it just took all of my energy out, and I've just been spinning ever since. So I'm sorry, you guys, that we're not going to have those as overlays today. But we will next time, I promise. Thank you, Sandy. Don't be sorry. Don't you dare be sorry. Everything you've ever said is with much consideration and care. Thank you, Birdie. You guys, it's okay. It's not even a big deal. It's just something I wanted to say in the beginning because it had been brought up again, and we can just listen to Tisha and move on. Hey, Teacup, I love you too. I'm just, you guys always pick me up, Bendy especially, so I'm going to go ahead and bring her up. Let me put a pin screen up. Because I'm spent, like I said, so I could use a pick-me-up. My pin screen is an Aunt Katrina call card. Hey, Ben.
Yes. Hey, babe.
What you up to?
Oh, the usual. I'm watching the Daybell trial. Oh my God.
I've been watching today some too until this happened with my phone. I haven't even got to finish To the Cross of Emma. Hey, Queen Bella. Well, I'll let you save it for a later live.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. Like, I tagged you but then we talked. So if you don't feel like coming up tonight, don't worry about it. You don't have to if you're tired.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Myself.
We'll see where I'm at that point. Like I said, I think all the adrenaline, because what happened was I went to the edge of the water to throw out a cake that was bad. When I went to toss the cake, I accidentally let go of my phone and held on to the damn cake. And then I had this split-second decision where I was like, I have to jump in or I'm going to lose it. So I jumped in, sweatpants, the whole nine, clothes, everything. And after I jumped in, I did find my phone, but then I was in there and it's cold as hell. And I thought, there's no damn ladder, because we usually put the ladder out when we get ready to go swimming, and we haven't done that yet. So I had an 8-foot wall to climb up, and there's nothing to hold on to except for one little bolt, which I used to pull myself up. And I don't know how I even had the strength. I think it's just the adrenaline. And I pulled myself with just my arms up that wall, but my legs were dangling. So all the barnacles, they really tore me up. So it took all of my energy out, I guess, the adrenaline from those 2 minutes.
You poor thing. I'm not even going to ask why you were throwing cake in the water, but I'm just going to let that go because
that's because we'll eat it. So I was trying to protect the dog. Yes.
Protect Rambo?
Well, yeah, I didn't want him to eat the cake and get sick. You know what I mean?
Well,
hey, Kathy.
Don't you have an outside trash?
No.
Where do you have
we have the end of the driveway.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The big things that you put at the end of the driveway when the trash guys come. Do you not have that?
Yes, I do. No, I did, Bendy, but you weren't here, okay? So I just went to the water.
Now, if I would have been on the phone, I would have said to you, don't throw me in the water, Allie. Just turn around and throw it in the big trash can. What are you doing? I would have stopped you. That's what happens when you don't call me.
Love you too, Claus. That song. That was a mistake. Yeah, I should called you, but throw cakes in the ocean.
No, we don't throw cakes in the ocean. Allie throws cakes in the ocean.
Well, whatever. Oh, sweet. Thank you, guys. I was playing Ninja Warrior Oh, we got the warriors.
What were you trying to do? Like entice the dolphins to come with cake?
Hey, I mean, it wouldn't hurt, but no, I just, man, I don't know. But anyways, I do want to say about these calls. So, first of all, the audio is just terrible quality when we first got these, like even worse than ones we've had before. And I was able to help it some, but I want you guys to know it's not going to be perfect. There's echoes at times. It can be really loud at times. Well, I turned the volume all the way up because I wanted on certain calls, and I isolated the noise or the voices in other calls, but it didn't fix it completely. And so just be cautious with your earbuds. Maybe, wait for it to start and adjust after. I don't know. I just don't want to hurt your guys' ears. But they are interesting, and I can't wait for you to see them and hear them. But yeah, some of them are not the best.
I was going to tell you guys too, before I forget. So we have 3 June video visits. Okay. So we're going to get through those. There's only one video visit in July. And that one video visit, fucking Amy Lang is in her car. She's a passenger though. She's not driving, but she's got the damn window rolled down. You can't hear shit. And I have put it through CapCut, Allie. I have tried it through all the Adobe stuff that I have, and I cannot fix. There's nothing that I can do with that audio. You can't hear shit. So
Wait, Did you do the like on the?
I did, babe. I did all the things.
Or whatever.
I did all of the things. You can't. It's because the wind. From the moving vehicle. She's speaking with her window rolled down.
Well, we'll just cut it out. Claus, I'm glad you put the dragon ass in here. So you guys, I did put 2 new emojis for members to use. If you know, the other day I said I came on and I was dragon ass, and then you guys made me feel better, and people kept making jokes about literal dragon ass. So I made an emoji of a dragon ass, and then I made another one that is gummies, and I hope that you guys like them.
I did. I even outsourced to Woofy. I will upload it. And because for full disclosure, I'll put it with the rest of them, put the watermark on it and everything like that. I'll show it to you guys. I'm just warning you now. It's caca. Can't hear shit.
Hey, Ava. Hey, you guys coming in. I missed Kathy. All right. Well, let me go ahead and just first, let me grab Melissa's message, because she sent some flyers, because I meant to grab them, but then when all this happened, oh, Melissa, you are the best. And thank you. I got to say, Melissa, I'm telling you, her and Woofy both will help me with anything. And so she helped and went and made all these title cards. They look really good. She's making overlays right now. She just sent a really beautiful one of Elijah Vu. But also, they've made me an Instagram for my tie-dye. You guys will see that dropped in the chat. I don't make it anymore, but if you're ever curious about what I used to make, then you can click on that and see that. And just so much for me. And I appreciate y'all. I really do. I appreciate it, because I know it's not easy to do that. So thank you.
I'm laughing at Woofy. Melissa is all right. Shy.
All you guys are the bomb.com. Okay. I just really do appreciate the help. That's all. Okay. So see this beautiful tie-dye picture? I love it.
It's gorgeous.
Okay. So like I said, audio on the first one, there's a whole lot of background noise. Some of it's down. The video visit, there's going to be 2 calls, a video visit, and then a call with Aunt B. And then we're going to pause and do the rest on Jen's channel. But not all of them have bad audio. The video visit, yes, there's a horrible echo, but it's so worth the watch, because, first of all, another woman comes up first before Tisha, and she's like, well, no, wait, first, Amy's on the video visit first by herself. Sitting there just waiting on the video visit to start, all excited and anxious, it's just funny. And then this other woman comes in and she's like, who you want? And then Letecia comes, and Leticia's like, who are you? So that's all I'm going to say. The audio sucks, but it is worth it to see.
Wait, are you wanting to do the next batch of calls today on my channel?
No, just whenever.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
no.
Because I got to go over Daybell, man. Y'all, and I scheduled my life for 7, so it would be early enough. You know what I mean? So I
Okay,
felt,
well,
because
let's
I
get
was
started.
worried that I would be going over people. So I thought, well, if we go from 5 to 7 here and then I do 7 to 9, then that leaves room for other people to go live. But I
Okay.
guess if I need to
Well,
change it, I can.
no, well, we don't need to do the calls today. We're just saving it
Okay.
for your channel when ready. And then
Okay. Okay.
I don't know when anybody else is live, and now I don't have my phone to even look, so
Well,
I
I'm
can't.
going to look. I'm going to look. Don't
Okay.
worry about it. Okay.
Okay. And then, all right, let's go ahead and listen to this first call, and we'll discuss as we go. But like I said, if you have headphones on, maybe turn it down like halfway and then just kind of adjust based on, how it sounds for you.
Global Telly. Hello? 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 Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. It's kind of loud where you're at. How are you? Can you hear me? Where you're at. How are you? I'm trying to hide because these people keep on trying to follow me around, so I'm trying to hide snitches. And girl, her name, I think it's like Caitlin. So I don't know if Caitlin sent her, but this girl is named Caitlin. They call her KT, and her last name something. She was lying, and she was across the hall in the other place where I used to live, and she was snitching and lying and making up stories. So I told somebody her name. I have to hide anymore know you, because how we met, we met in that group online a couple years ago. So you don't have to hide anymore, but I've already concealed your name so they can't find you or read your brain, okay? Okay, because you called me the other day and I was worried about you. I didn't really have time to talk to you to figure out what was going on. Well, I concealed your name for that group. You just have to watch out for these people, because this girl's name, that girl across the hall, she's a snitch slayer. That's her name. Her name is Caitlin, Wilson or something. And so, you got to stay away from, you have to stay away from them, because they be trying to read your brain. And, I didn't want to conceal your identity because they know my identity. And they just keep following. So I'm under the stairs because, she keeps looking and trying to, across the hall and the other side and the other hotel. She keeps trying to look across, read everything I'm saying and doing. And, I try to put these mask on and try to, cover it up. Because they try to come in the room and they be trying to waterboard you and stuff. So I just stay awake to watch, because I'm if I stay awake, can't come. Hey, and listen, don't they be shitting in the showers? Yeah. Yes, they be doing, and they be trying to get you in there. And the reason they try to get you in there is so they can waterboard you and stuff. And they don't. Do I need to call? Do I need to call and talk to somebody? Are you okay? No. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. We got this thing where we're just, we try to go and stay low. I just don't want them to confine all my people, because see, they were trying to get me to tell, hey, who do you know that's going to tell stuff? And I don't want them to know about being held hostage, and I don't want them to know, because if they know that, then they'll think if it gets out somebody, I think I snitched about something, but I didn't snitch. I don't snitch, and that's just not me. Tell them about what goes on when they hold me hostage and stuff. I can't tell them about that. If I tell them about that, they'll probably cut my fingers off or something. And these people here, they don't be. I've been up late straight trying to watch, really, because we don't know. Yeah. It's not something I was really worried about you. What is going on here? Hey, I think I have to call you right back, because these people are trying to come up Bye. I'll call you back.
I'll be right back. Okay.
Bye.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Okay, so that wasn't too much to even really discuss. However, a little bit. We hear the waterboarding again, and just, Tisha's bullshit and Amy going right along with it. And the next one is Amy too, and they're going to continue the conversation. So, Bindi, do you have anything? And then we'll just keep listening.
I mean, no, it's just typical Tisha with her baloney that is ridiculous, that, doesn't make a lick of sense. She's just out here doing the most for no fucking, it's ridiculous. She's ridiculous. Tired of her shit.
Yeah, me too. Oh, we got another overlay. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, well, you want to keep listening and then we'll discuss the full call after, because it's still a continuation of this call, really.
Okay.
Link.
Hello.
Hey, sorry. I didn't know what goes on at this place. There's a lot of strange people and strange things. Like, I'm standing here right now, and there's like this cage. And like, legit, there's people sitting inside this cage, and I have no idea why they're sitting in this cage. It's crazy. Yeah, so it's like this cage. So it's like we're the Humane Society, And like we stay in these dog kennels. You know what I'm saying? Like each of us has like a dog kennel. But then there's just like a staircase with like I don't know, like some metal.
Okay, I just have to pause for a second. So Tisha is acting like basically she doesn't know where the hell she's at, and she's talking about the Humane Society and the jail as if they're in dog kennels. So just so you guys are following, I wanted to
Wait a minute. I was ordering something. I'm sorry. Back the milk truck up. Tisha thinks she's in the damn dog kennels, or just other people are.
All of them. She said,
"Oh, they're all there." We okay.
Yeah. And she said something about the Humane Society, but I couldn't fully understand. But yeah.
Now listen, under any other circumstance, I am all about no unaliving shelters for animals. Okay, but Tisha's not an animal; she's a monster. So she deserves, whatever. She's so disgusting. Ugh.
Yeah, she does. Music City Mom, you've been here for 12 months. Looks like we made it.
Who sings that song?
Look how far we've come. Tim McGraw, I think, and Faith Hill. Is that it? Or is it Shania Twain? They said, "I bet you'll never
That's
make
a different song. I'm thinking of an older song. So never mind. I'm sure you're right.
It's You're Still the One, and I think it's Shania Twain.
Yeah, but Looks Like We Made It is, I believe, Barry Manilow.
Looks like, but that's how her song goes. So that's what I thought about. Look how far we've come. Maybe she redid it. Might have took the long way. We knew we'd get there.
No, she didn't. No, babe, she didn't redo it. There is a song called Looks Like We Made It. That's actually the title of it, and Barry Manilow sings it.
Well, there we go. A lot of people in the chat are saying Barry Manilow, but some people know the song I'm talking about by Shania.
But the name of Shania's song is not Looks Like We Made It.
No, but that is how it starts. So that is what I thought of with the message, and that is what I was singing. It's called You're Still the One.
Yes. You need to stop listening to Shania or Faith and listen to Barry. Barry is way better than Faith Hill.
I don't listen to that, but Shania Twain is my childhood. That's something I just remember from my childhood. That
don't impress me.
Yeah, that song, and there was a couple really good ones actually on that CD. Whose bed have your boots been under?
Oh yeah. Forgot about
but anyways, okay. All right, let's go. Yeah, y'all ain't getting me singing. I'm not Jen Lou now, damn it.
I can't sing for shit, but you said doesn't stop me. Clear? It doesn't. Hey, listen, I can't sing at all, but I know I can sing better than Tisha. That's all. Then that's all that matters.
Well, all right, let's keep going. You definitely sing better than Tisha and better than me. I'm not a singer. But people used to always ask me, like, can you sing? Like, your voice sounds like you would just sing the prettiest country music. And I'm like, no, no. Yeah, man, I feel like a woman. That's on that same CD too. All right, let's go. Yes, man, I feel. Come on, Jen. That's some good music. You got to admit that.
No, listen, it is good. I'm trying to figure something else out. I'm a little bit distracted because I ordered something from CVS and it didn't hit my card. So I'm trying to figure out what had happened. Yeah.
Well,
so I'm not going to worry about it.
I thought you had muted for the calls, but I was just saying, you got to admit that's a good one.
No, it is a good. It is
quit listening to Shania, but those are the hits. Those ones. That's my childhood wrapped up, but okay. You ready?
Okay, babe. Yes, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. All right, let's go. It's actually me, so okay.
And those
We're only 4 minutes in.
The people are black and white, colors, they're black and white. It's pretty strange. They just sit in that cage all day long and just look at you all day long. Someone was up there dancing earlier at the cage for them, but they didn't move. I remember it all. You what? I remember you telling me I moved again. Medicine Society. But they moved. I don't even know what day it is, so I'm not sure. I don't know what day or anything about the sun or.
No, there is closed captioning.
Because I can count the sun, but I haven't seen it, so I don't know how many times. But I do know there's these cages that people just sit in, and okay. So then sometimes, when I walk to my room, I can't go in it, but I can walk to the front of it. There's a little bed right here. And there was a $20 bill sitting in the bed. And I'm trying to figure out why would they put a $20 bill in the bed? You know what I mean? Why was it doing that, So we looked and looked, me and the people in my cell. We looked and looked and looked. And we couldn't figure out how they got that $20 bill in there. Why would it be in there, It's bribing the people, I'll tell you the problem. Here's what's going on. There's North Korea, right? Yeah. So the North Koreans be watching us. They know kind of stuff. So sometimes I wonder if they put that money in there to buy the spies and stuff. And if you take it, you pretty much are going to admit to saying hey, I'm going to turn on my country. They're kind of have people turn on baseball. They turn on their country. But yeah. Here's the thing, though. I guess I'm trying to figure out why they probably were the ones that involved in the snitching scheme going on in here. You know what I mean? It's totally not them because I was working for Russia. And so I don't know if that became a problem or whatever, but I have to be in disguise when I do that because I got 4 different passports. You know what I mean? So there's a couple, not more than just me, more than just Maria Sanchez. There's a couple of different I use. You know what I mean? And so.
Okay, I'm so sorry, you guys. I just have to pause this because the audio is so bad. It's so hard to hear what she's saying. Amy is really bad, but trust me, it's cleared up a lot. You couldn't hardly hear at all before. But what she's saying is, she's talking about Korea spying on them. She says she used to work for Russia, but she has many different passports, not just Maria Sanchez. And then again, she also talks about being in the Humane Society. She says we're in the Humane Society. Okay, so that's what's going on. Just to keep it straight.
And I think if I remember, that's what she's up to. Yeah, I think I remember from Amy Lang's interview. I think this is the call. This is the reason Amy thought she was going to be called to the stand to testify because of this. Because I think that, of course, they bring up, or Letecia brings up Maria Sanchez, which, we all know that ridiculousness. So I think that's also what's going on here at the same time.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't call her, but I don't know that she would have helped. But Ava says, I never got Amy's backstory. Did I miss it or did we never get it? So on Critical Case, which Melissa Jade has went over those videos. What, Bindi?
No, I just had a hiccup. I'm sorry.
She just met Tisha after the case, reached out to her after the case happened.
Yes.
Said, go ahead.
And the thing is, they didn't call Amy Lang to the stand because Amy would have had to testify that Letecia was they would have had her say what they wanted her to, elicit out of her on the stand if she had testified for the defense. But when the state got her on cross, she would have had to also admit that there were many times that Letecia was completely lucid and would switch back and forth between, ninjas are crawling around everywhere and she has to make a square, even though everybody knows that it's a circle that keeps the ninjas out, idiot, and then she would have been absolutely useless.
Teacup says, she thinks she's so clever with this malarkey. And then
she thinks she's a damn genius.
Yeah. El Flapo. That was a good one. And Melissa said Amy wanted to be called to the stand. And if you haven't watched, Melissa has done, recently did a review of that first interview. What says 6? What am I?
I'm not sure.
What you talking about, Beach Lava? Okay, I'll keep playing. Hey, okay. Grandma Sherry.
Out when I scanned one of the passports that day, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I figured that's got to be why they have me here. Why else? Because if they thought I was Maria Sanchez, right? Or if they thought I was Janelle Malini, then why come? They didn't do an eye or facial recognition or something like that. You didn't seem to check to make sure I didn't have the surgery because people had to have the surgery on my face. Because I had to change my identity by the country because they wanted me to work for them in Russia, but it was too cold. So why didn't they just do my eye? They check my eye to see if it's really near. Huh? Question, they should be able to question, get the eye, they should be able to get my eye. And the crazy thing is, I need to ask somebody, hold on a minute. Can they also see me? Yeah, they can still see me. But I don't know why they can still see me. But I didn't let them know that we knew each other from years ago. Because I didn't tell them that we knew each other from years ago from that group we were in online. I didn't tell them that. They tried to get me to tell them, but I didn't tell them. I'm like, no. I'm like, I can't say that information. I have to withhold it. And I'm not going to tell you how many passports she has or anything because, as far as I'm concerned, you got one passport. You know what I mean?
Allie, will you pause for a second?
As far as I know, I have one. Yeah, as far as I know, I only have one.
Sure.
Okay. So for those of you in the chat who don't understand what's going on here, see, now remember, you guys, Letecia's gotten her pause on the discovery. This is an attempt at explaining those Google searches. Remember, a face transplant?
Mm-hmm.
This is what she's up to. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Good. I'm glad you said that because you're right. And yeah, she's had face surgery,
Right. Why didn't they just check her eye? Shut up, Tisha.
Yeah, definitely. Exactly. So that's why I was just like, I have to always try to make sure what's really going on because it's confusing sometimes. They don't clean the place like they should. And then they feed us horse feed. You know what I mean? And I don't eat the horse feed. But if I'm in the humane society, I'm just in there like, I feed anybody horse feed. And like the rice has maggots in it. And like, I'm like, I ain't touching that stuff. Y'all crazy. Y'all trying to poison me. Because I know they're trying to poison me because like I was going to give away my body parts, right? So I was going to give them away because I thought, like giving someone a kidney or like, something that will help them or whatever. But if you're trying to poison me and give us this crap and then you let these people just shit in the showers and do all this stuff, you're going to do nothing but kill body parts I have. Every single one of them. And it's not going to be worth anything when I leave. When I go to the other side, which is still going to be pretty soon because I'm still processing the training purposes. When I go to the other side, they're not going to be able to use and it's pissing me off because they really look at they're good body parts and you screw with them, you're not giving them everything that they need. You screw with them, and I don't look like these people. I don't look at all, huh? I can't hear you. Am I getting who? Commissary. Other food than what I give you. Other food than what I give you. Do I? Commissary. So yeah, so I get different kind of food. Everybody gets different stuff, like depending on who they are and like their number, like 0342, whatever their number, they get different stuff. Like your number, your behavior, like that thing. But the thing about it is some people are just killing their body parts. I'm like, how? Like, we need vitamin C, we need some vitamin A, some vitamin D, like all those things. But I don't know. It's just strange place we live in. And if it was up to me, I just had the Russians to come on and get me. You know what I mean? Like, so I want to learn Russian, and that's the problem. I just don't want to speak it. I'm more along the lines of like bonjour or copillon or like like Hebrew. You know what I mean? Because I was learning Hebrew. Like,
hold on, let's hear that again.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. I just don't want to speak it. I'm more along the lines of like bonjour or copillon or like like Hebrew. You know what I mean? Because I was learning Hebrew like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah, I don't think the Russians will ever show up to help me. I don't think they're ever going to come to my rescue because I'm going to charge them. Every day that they have me sitting here, I'm going to charge them. Because this lady's doing it too. She's going to get her money back from everything. Everything, she's going to get her money back. And she's going to get a house on the hill. And like, I'm going to do the same thing because I'm charging them for holding me here. Because they can afford to board me all day long. But I'm not going to tell them. I'm not. Bro, I just need
You can't. I'm telling you, there's no way Letecia can hear Amy. You can hear Tisha clear as day. And there are times when she says, like, I can't hear you, but I think she's just talking to talk to get her shit out that she wants to say.
Figure it out. So if I need, and I'll just be their own spy or whatever they need me to do. Because this country here is just not working. They don't got their body parts together. They don't got a lot of stuff in mind. So I'll go live there and on. But the problem is that is I'm not going to snitch. So I really don't know how they work that situation with somebody snitch, So I'm not sure if I can get away with it that way, or if like there's a certain way I can do it to like save there's like all these dolphins, right, that they hold in captivity and stuff like that. And so like, okay, SeaWorld and places like that, they hold the captivity. And you're not supposed to feed dolphins or do anything like that. Like this country does those type of things, and it's stupidity. Just like all the things they do in this place and hold these people down and do the things to them, they do to them in the showers and like the food and all that. That's not okay. You're doing them just like you do the dolphins. And then you bring society, bring it over here. No. If I took my dog to Humane Society, like I would feel horrible unless there was like no other way around the situation. But these people don't care. They don't care. They just let the body parts waste away. Knowing we're going to need this trick right here, always trying to walk by me and take her eyes and like squint them like she's like looking at me like extracting things from my head. I just not sit down and just start acting like I'm just chilling. Is that what? No. No, it's other people, like people that walk by in the windows. And sometimes they come in your room and like stuff like that. I just can't let them know where I'm at. If they know where I'm at and I let the intel go, they're just going to hold me here, though. If the other people know I'm at, these people, they'll come and get me, but they'll torture me. But then these people will keep holding me here, and they'll just keep trying to, like, force me to tell them anything and everything. And, they got banned from baseball for doing that. Like, if you touch ball, that's wrong. You got banned for life. It's the same concept. You can't turn on your country. But this country don't care because they just turn on each other, They send all these people to get everything out of your brain and it's shutting to these freaking zombies walking around here.
They say it. We live in a very fucked up world right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to give them what I know. They'll say, okay, listen, this is what they would do to me. They would, okay, so I made it very clear when I leave and I get like a new place, because I'll be invisible, you know what I mean? They're not going to do an autopsy. You know what I'm saying? They don't do autopsies on you. You have 1 minute remaining. Because they will take my brain and send it everywhere trying to extract all those things out. And even though I won't be dead, but I will be dead, I'll still be able to see them. And I'm just like, no, you're not going to do that. That is not how we do it. And now they're passing out these trays, and these trays have these chemicals on them. And watch now, I'm gonna go get it and give it away. And I told these people, they look at me like I'm crazy, and I do that shit. It's got all those chemicals in it. That's what they're trying to do. Modified behavior. It's what the North Koreans do. They're trying to take your brain. And they will not.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Okay, so you can just see a little sneak peek at the beginning of this video visit. Oh my God, though. Oh my God. So this woman keeps squinting at her, trying to extract everything from her brain and all the body parts everywhere, which we're going to hear her talk to Brenda about that after the video visit. But like I said, this is all performance for the DA. None of it, all of it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. Jen, what do you think?
Well, I want everybody to keep in mind that how this all works at the jail there. Okay. Amy did not call Letecia. Letecia called Amy, which means that she got up out of wherever the fuck she came from, the cell, the pod, I don't know, the playing cards, dominoes, I don't know what, chutes and ladders, I don't know what she was doing. But she got up from wherever the hell she was at and walked her ass over to the phone to make this call intentionally. Now, if you can do that, if you can remember all of those things that you have to remember, including with Global Telling, my voice is my password, then you can remember, then you know what the fuck you're doing. Stop playing with these people out here. Nobody wants to study your brain. What would they do if they studied your brain? See 11 billion fucking lies? What's the point?
I know. That's what I was thinking.
Like, stop it.
Like,
Stop
what
it.
are they going to take from you? Bunch
Right.
of bullshit and misinformation. And yeah, I mean, even the shit she does talk about seriously, she don't even have a clue what she's talking about.
Correct. On top of which, now she doesn't like the United States of America. Sounds to me like she does not want to be a citizen of the United States of America, yet has the unmitigated gall to walk around and cite which parts of the Constitution, the amendments to the Constitution, she feels the jail has been violating.
Yeah.
Perpetrating against her. Okay? So, you know. And she exactly, boho hobo, she remembers everybody's phone numbers.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't know with her.
We don't want you in this country neither, Tisha. You can go ahead and turn your citizenship over. Sure. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I should keep the closed captioning on or take it off for the video.
I mean, I don't know how the quality is. I leave it on only because some of the quality of the audio isn't as good. So it just depends.
No, yeah, it's not very good. The call with Brenda coming up next is like a lot easier to listen to.
Yeah, because Brenda's loud as fuck and she sits still. She's probably, she's not doing anything. Meaning,
and also,
she ain't trying to, record a call.
Yeah, exactly.
She's not, doing anything.
Well, the calls with Harley too on this video, they were very quiet, but I think they're like pretty loud now. So hopefully, that's good. I don't know when these particular ones, man, Harley has such a low voice. It's so hard to hear. But then if you turn it up, Tisha gets turned up and her voice is not low.
No, sometimes it depends on who she's talking to. Also, Letecia has now broken the closed captioning on the YouTubes because it's global telling, which is, we know that Letecia, when she says the word telling or any word with an ing, she says ink. Look what she's done. Read the closed caption. Your brain and they will not thank you for using global telling. She done broke the closed captions. They've modified themselves now.
And Melissa says, and not any of it was used for her defense at trial. So true.
None of it. Can you imagine if they'd have played this?
They barely put on a defense.
Right. But can you imagine if they had played this?
No. No, I don't know. I wonder what Dorothy would have said about it. Do you think she would have said, oh, this is her believing that she's Maria or whatever,
Probably. And making an excuse, listen, if you don't believe, I can only make determinations based on my evaluation. And I was not afforded the opportunity to get what did she want? A MRI. So don't blame me.
Yeah. That's true though. I mean, but Melissa says Harley speaks like Rice Krispie cereal. Those little whispers of gossip.
And giggles.
I love you, Melissa. And I got to say thank you again for looking out for us and making these flyers, because that just really means a lot to me. And I know it means a lot to Jen.
It does. We appreciate it. I do, really.
Me too. And I know the chat. And you never know. Look, there's 235 people in here. And this this young lady's from Alabama, but you never know when somebody might see someone. Like, you just never know.
Exactly.
So, okay. Are we ready for this video visit? Now, like I said, you know, there's horrible echo. I don't know if that's because Amy's recording, but it's still worth a watch because it's freaking comical. I was cracking up editing this because Amy's sitting there alone and she's all excited. Then we have this woman that comes up, and then we have Tisha who's like, "Who are you?" And you know.
All right. Well, Tisha gonna clown Amy. Okay.
Okay. Let's go. Somebody's with Amy. They just walk by. She's like, "Don't bother me, man. I'm doing something important." Shh. Like, I'm waiting for this is going to get us rich, honey.
Right. This is going to get us set for life. What the fuck are you doing? Don't get in the video.
Yeah.
No, let me say it right. Let me actually do it like Amy.
I was thinking that when you said it. I was like, no, she would say it like, I can't do it. Go ahead.
We're going to make $1 million off of this. I'm always watching.
Get the hell out of here.
Right here with her damn Roz glasses.
Let me see here. Oh, my God. Oh, Shar says, Harley annoys me. Sorry, guys. Then she says, everyone's like, you don't have to be sorry. Adrian says, same here. And she says, I try to be respect the stance here. She was raised by Letecia. However, look, listen, no matter what I talk about, you guys, I appreciate and I respect you guys. So because I respect you, even if your opinion is totally way different than mine, even if it's even kind of harsh, I'm not going to judge you for it. And I want you to feel free to have it because, yeah, it's your opinion. And I want you to feel like you can be honest here and truthful. I just think for me, I do see a difference in like running a stream and what you put out to the world versus like watching one. And I just want to be careful and give Harley grace because I want her to do well and I don't want to beat down on her. You know what I mean? And until there's a reason not to, that's where I'm at.
You're right. Yeah. And I want you guys to know, did you hear what Allie just said? She's clearly a very benevolent overlord. She allows you to have your own opinions. She wants you to express your own opinions.
Here.
Allie,
here in this chat, I mean, not in the
No, just here in the chat where is the overlord over this chat, right? Where most, I'm just kidding. I like that we all have different opinions and that you guys feel comfortable expressing them. I think echo chambers are fucking boring.
Yes, they are. They really are. Like, I'm telling you, plus, like, sometimes I might change my mind because sometimes you guys get me thinking, or after a stream, if I'm going through the comments and somebody's like, even when they're critical, I've learned to sit back and be like, damn, you might be right. You know what I mean? So it's,
yeah.
Shit, I'm sure Harley would have some opinions on us too. Yep, ain't that the truth, Natasha?
And anytime she wants to haul her cookies over to one of our channels and express them, she is free to do so.
Yes, and you know what, Abellis, I absolutely will. Actually, we'll do that. I'll show that in a second. So just, can you spell that name for me? Because I'm on a different screen.
Yes.
The last name.
Dunahee.
Okay.
And Abellis, if you have missing kids posters that you want me to use or Allie to use in the calls or anything, just email me and I'll download them and use them. Because I don't want to just, there's missing kids all over this world. And that goes for everybody. Absolutely everybody. I think, though, what I'm going to do tonight, you guys, I was going to talk about Chad. And what happened, but because I don't think they finished, and I'll just do it tomorrow night instead. Okay. Melissa's got a live at 7, and this will give me an opportunity to clip some of the important stuff, or at least get some timestamps. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, oh yeah. Well, that gives me time to catch up and get rid of this headache. I've got a pounding ass headache, and I just feel ugh. So, I feel better with you guys, but still. So, here we go. Abellis wants us to just show this really quick, and we'll come back to it.
Okay.
This is Michael Dunahee, and this is him when he went missing. However, it's been a long time, so they also have this other one.
Look how cute he is.
I know.
Oh,
Here.
wow.
So this is what I think they think he would look like now. And if I could go back to that comment, dang it, I want to say exactly when he went missing and where.
1991.
Holy moly. And that was in, Angie, we love you over here. Victoria, BC. So Michael Dunahee went missing in March of 1991 at only 4 years old. And so this photo here is from they do this, I saw on the flyers, there was a few different years of this, the 5K fun run and walk for him. And this is actually, the other one is a flyer from a different year, I do believe. Hold on. Here.
Yes.
From 2023, the 5K fun run and walk. So they did that at least from 2019 to 2023. But what were you going to say?
I was giggling at Tess. Tess has several questions for me, but I want to wait until Allie's feeling better. Listen, I know what she's talking about with those bulkheads and what they're covered with. And first of all, please take care of yourself, Allie, and make sure that you clean those out really, really well, because they can be nasty and they can get you infected. Yeah. It's not like it's coral. Coral is one of the worst things. Like if you get cut by like a coral reef, those are really filthy. But
right.
But Allie and I were really looking forward to seeing what the defense was going to be, and I want to give her an opportunity to talk about it with me. I want us because I like talking about this kind of stuff with you guys and Allie, and she's not feeling good, and I want to cut her some slack.
Oh, Bendy, that's sweet. Thank you. Well, I do want to catch up because I only got to see until the break. So, Emma was on for like that first little while, like an hour and a half. I watched that. And then and I started to watch it, and then this whole incident happened. And yeah, those barnacles, man, they are so freaking sharp. Like, and they grow on any wood that's out there. So, like, I don't know. It just sucks. Last year, Bentley got cut on somebody. The neighbors pulled their stairs up out of the water, their stairs down into it. And when they did, they put them upside down in their yard, and they were covered with barnacles. And Bentley and his friends were climbing on the stairs, and he fell. And oh my God, it tore up his arm really bad.
Oh, bless his heart. Yeah, it's bad news bears, you guys. It's really, those barnacles are no effing joke. And because I remember when we first moved to Florida, we were at my sister-in-law's house, and where her townhome was on the Intercoastal, and there were docks. And I remember us taking Nestor out there, and he was really quick. He almost jumped into the water, and we had to hold him back because it's not a good idea. It's dangerous for them because there's all those barnacles right there. Plus, obviously,
Yeah, well, that's what I'm on, Jen, an Intercoastal Waterway in the Outer Banks, and it is the ocean, but we're about 1 mile from the mouth of the river, or not about a mile. So, it's also freshwater. So
yeah, but you got keep an eye on those, Allie, and make sure that you're keeping them clean. Okay. And if they start to get puffed up or you run a little fever or anything, you're going to need antibiotics.
Yeah, I know that scares the hell out of me because last year there was people getting really sick from getting cut on the shells and stuff, I guess by barnacles, because Tess was saying earlier her parents would have to get them off of shells. So, and there were a couple people who got really sick. But anyways, they will shred you. Yes. They shredded me a little bit, but I'm all right. All right. You ready to do barnacles like cake? I don't think so.
Well, we'll find out because Allie done fed a whole ass cake, and she sent a picture of the cake, and that cake looked delicious, by the way.
It was a cool cake. It was like that, that show Buddy the Baker in New York.
Yeah.
So he started making these cakes that are sold at Walmart, and it's a layer of blondie with toffee in it, a layer of birthday cake, and then a layer of New York style cheesecake covered with icing. And they are really good.
God, I can actually hear myself getting fatter listening to that. So maybe it's good that it went in the water. I look like a diabetic fish.
Oh, Pointer Lover, I love you so much. She says your internet mama will be checking on you.
Okay, good. Yeah, nag her because I fell off the nag wagon for the working out too. I'm supposed to be nagging her about that too. But I forgot. It's hard to nag you.
That's all right. Well, guess what? I ain't been working out, so I worked out today, baby. That's for sure. Because I don't know how I did it. I don't have a clue because I pulled myself up like several feet with just my arms. Like
sheer will.
I think it was just adrenaline. Like I have no other way out of this damn water, and there is nobody that knows I'm out here.
Right.
Like I even called my mom because her window faces right where I was at, and I was like, "Did you see what happened?" And she was like, "Oh."
Oh my God. Your mom sounds like me. I would be like, no, what are you talking? Oh my God. And then I would freak out and feel awful because I didn't see it, but I would also laugh. Did your mom laugh?
Yes, but she did freak out a little bit at first. But I was like, usually they're always watching, right? They'll see anything that happens out there. But this one moment, they weren't watching at all. Nobody was coming to save me. Nothing.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, I sent it to Bendy, Melissa, and then in the little mod group with Woofy and Pointer Lover and a couple people, Tess and B Crumbs. A couple of them have seen it. I'll show you guys later. But anyways, we can get back to Tisha, not to get too far off onto this.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, it is a mess. We're a mess. I'm a mess. I'm not going to call you a mess.
I'm a mess, Allie. I'm a mess. It's fine. I've accepted
your friends, but I can't call you a mess. I don't know why you're friends with me if you're not.
I'm a fucking mess. Come on. I know me.
I know me.
Listen, every day I get up with the intention of not being a mess. Today's going to be the day. I'm going to be organized. I'm going to get shit done. Never fucking happens. But every day I wake up with the same optimism that I'm going to. Today when I go live, I'm not going to fuck up every single time.
Same here. And I'll be like, I have to tell myself I'm not going to get on this tangent. And here I am on a tangent. I'm like, I'm not going to get on a high horse. I'm not going to bitch about nothing. I'm going to focus. And then it falls apart somewhere along the way.
Me too. It's okay. Listen, it is what it is. To know you, Allie, is to love you. And that's just how I feel. So don't change.
Well, I love you back and I feel the same way. Oh, about you. That was
Thank
sweet.
you, babe. Yes, tomorrow's a new day, Angie, and tomorrow I will be hopeful that maybe tomorrow I won't be a mess. We'll see how it goes.
That's funny. Tomorrow is a new day. All right, you ready?
Yes.
We'll watch these messes. Now, like I said, remember there's an echo because I believe little Miss Amy, because she's recording and her screen recorder is recording and getting the sound from the audio. Because on an Android, you can screen record audio around you and the audio in the media you're watching. On an iPhone, you can't do that. It's just in the media you're watching. So what I believe is happening is she's screen recording this. And it's catching the audio from the media, from the visit, from the phone, but it's also catching the audio from the room. So it's like echoing her voice.
Correct.
Maybe?
Okay. I think she's actually on a laptop or a Chromebook. And all she would have had to do was adjust her settings. And she could have avoided that complication.
Look at Melissa. I need a book of Cindy saying. I love you back, Tess. Okay. Are you
keep track of that for me, Melissa, and all my little all my sayings, and we could just, like a coffee table book.
That would be funny. We should make T-shirts of it, but
we should. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, you're so young.
Hi. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for tea. Is Letecia there?
Oh yeah. Yeah. She's been going through some stuff, so she's feeling a little crazy right now. She's up in her room. I gotta go get her. Okay.
Okay, now, did you hear that? Is Tisha there? Now she's been going through stuff, so she's feeling a little crazy right now.
Let me go get her. This is the busybody of the pod.
Yeah. Yes.
It goes by the name of Nosy Parker. Okay.
She knows what's going on with everybody.
Yes.
Girls, good to be down here. Yeah, just like, Hi. Yes.
Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for tea. Is Letecia there?
Oh yeah. She's been going through some stuff, so she's up in her room. I gotta go get her. Okay. Hello. Hey.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good. I haven't heard from you.
Wait.
Girls. You remember?
Look at her. Oh my God.
Sorry. I had to pause it because I wait, let's go back to where she walks up.
Oh yeah. She's been going through some stuff.
You see how she squinted? Because she's like playing this game that she don't know who the hell Amy is, remember?
Right.
Hello.
Wait, well, go ahead.
Right. So it's not enough that she just is crazy, right? You know, she's got to pull the whole thing together. So now she's got to be crazy in her mind and crazy in her hairs.
Riley, is that the inmate secretary? Yes.
Which, you know, Roz over here is very offended by, because everybody knows Roz is fucking Leticia's secretary. And how come Nosy Parker over here knows more about what's going on with her pal Tisha than she does? And by the way, Amy, get your kids out of the room when you are talking to a child killer, you idiot.
Yeah, and also don't have them send her drawings, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, maybe not do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, listen to this shit.
Hey. Okay. How are you?
I'm good. I haven't heard from you. Girls. You remember me?
No.
Jane?
Okay. Hi, Jane.
Jane.
Yes, I forgot about this part. Okay, so I forgot. Amy talked about this. She doesn't know her as Amy Lang, apparently. She knows her as Jane.
Wait, what?
Yes, Melissa knows what I'm talking about. Yes, Amy wrote to her and spoke to her as Jane something or other. Yes.
I didn't know that. I did
Yes.
not know. I don't know how that went past me because I've watched Melissa and I've watched Glare, and I've watched Melissa and Glare last year, but I didn't, I guess, just playing clips or something. I had no idea. That is crazy.
But I have, and if y'all think about it, if y'all sit and think about it, they don't actually address I know Letecia has never addressed her by any name. I've never heard her say, hi, Amy, bye, Amy, how are you, Amy? She's never said her name. Amy Lang is over here like motherfucking Beyonce. Well, it wasn't really Beyonce. Who was it before when they were with the group? What was her group?
Wait, hold on. Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child, yeah.
But with the Getting Out app, you have to show your ID and you don't get to change your name.
Well,
They use that afterwards, though. It started with letters, though, right? So maybe.
So maybe she does know that her name is Amy at some point.
Right.
But I've never heard Letecia call her anything by any name.
Interesting, you guys. Okay. I'm press play. Oh, let me take Riley's comment now. Riley said, Letecia, Riley, you're killing it tonight. She said, Letecia is just so famous. She has 2 secretaries, one on the inside and one on the outside. And yes, and on the outside, it's Miss Amy Lane, who's going into, let's not forget, though, this is very serious at the end of the day. She has Amy Lane she has her as, what do you call that? Power of attorney.
Yes.
She has her talking to her attorneys. She has her being able to contact like financial institutions, being involved with her case. It's actually really quite serious how involved she got with her. And honestly, trying to stand up for trying to be an advocate or a voice for a really awful person. So.
Right. And here's the thing. Letecia does know her name, you guys. What I'm saying is she knows her real government name. The gig is up. I don't know why she says Jane here. Maybe it's a test. I don't know what the hell Amy's doing because Letecia does know her name. What I'm saying is Letecia never calls Amy to her face. She has mentioned and referenced Amy, but she does not actually she doesn't say to her face, "Hi, Amy, how are you?"
But with Aunt B, doesn't she call her Amy?
She does.
And
she does. She knows her name. It's just the fact that she never actually calls her that to her face. Like Allie and I call each other by our names to each other. Yeah. We also call each other by our names when we're referring to one another. All Letecia ever does is refer to Amy as Amy. She never addresses Amy as Amy. Do you see what get what I mean? Okay.
Get what you're saying.
I almost said it. Fucking Letecia.
Well, Melissa says she isn't POA yet at this point, but in the last phone calls, in the last couple calls, they were scheduling a lot of different financial stuff. And for Amy to be contacting her attorneys and stuff like this, like just prior to this visit. So she's like in deep already here, really. And she's been doing service, serving people for Aunt B.
Yes, she has.
Okay, let's listen. And then the last call for tonight is right after this, and it's Aunt B. And it's very interesting, too. So we'll go ahead and listen. And it's way better quality.
Hey. You don't remember me?
No. Did people tell people where I am? Did they find me?
Yeah, you. No, nobody found you. I just wonder. I haven't heard from you. You used to call me. Hey. Hey.
I used to call you?
Yeah. I'm good. I haven't heard from you in a while.
Where do I know you from? I'm here because the plane went down.
Jane. Jane? Online group. We met an online group. Amy?
Oh. Maybe. I just can't put it together right now.
You don't remember me?
I got the plane went down, and they're trying to know where the 250 keys
No, nobody is found you.
They cattle prodded me.
You used to call me.
And then I'm not going to tell them where they're at. So they were putting my head in the toilet.
Yes. You used to call me a lot.
You understand? But I'm just not going to let them know where it's at because I set up all the offshore accounts.
Now, look, you guys, like I said, I know the audio is so messed up. It's double audio, and there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing. But if you listen, there's still some interesting stuff coming out. But Tisha just said they put her head in the toilet. I did take that away from this double audio mess of a mess and some kind of plane crash. And where do I know you from? But just so you know, there's really nothing we can do about the double audio.
Right. And meanwhile, Letecia's hair is dry as a bone. So was there no water in the toilet? What are you doing, Letecia?
Yeah.
But you see, Amy just said her name. My point only ever was that Letecia never refers directly to Amy as Amy. She never calls Amy to her face. She only uses her name Amy when she's talking about Amy to other people. It's weird.
Kelly, thank you for gifting a membership. Thank you, and welcome whoever got that. And then Neat says she is malingering. She knows her name. But what I was talking about was Amy. When Tisha's like, who are you? She referred to herself as Jane. I actually didn't even know that she originally wrote her as Jane.
Yes. So. She then she changes. Then you can hear it on the double audio, and it comes back, and it's Jane, Amy, and here's Letecia. She's got 50 keys and a plane crash, and they're just, electrocuting her with the cattle prod. Your hair would be a hell of a lot frizzier than that, Letecia, if that you were getting hit with the cattle prod. You need to stop.
Yeah. Okay.
All the businesses in other countries, and they wanted me to tell.
Group. We met an online group.
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
maybe I just can't put it together right now.
Let me see.
I got the plane went down, and they're trying to know where the 250 is at. Oh, I just got here because I'm going to be working with Russia, so they have me here at this place. But do you know, like, I'm trying to find one of my kids. I found my other kid. I need to find where they took my kid Ariana. Do you know how I could find her? Because they were in the dirt, and she put them in the dirt. And she was like, if they're in the dirt,
I don't know if you remember or not, but you used to,
but they didn't
write to me a lot. You used to call me a couple times during the week. We used to talk about stuff like my daughters and stuff,
they were like, go to sleep, way back up,
and things like that.
And we could get her back out of the hole. So I just got here. They would never give her back to me. Then the people started coming over here, and they'd be trying to look at me. And it was 10 cents for them to take things out of your brain, and that's what they'd be doing. One of my kids, I found my other kid. I need to find.
I can help look for you if you want. I don't.
Ariana,
you know how I don't really know.
They were in the dirt, and she put them in the dirt. Yeah, I just need to find her because it was in a ditch, like in the room over here. There was a ditch on the back, and they put her in the ditch so she could grow.
I woke back up.
But
I can see what I can find out about that for you, I don't know a whole lot about
they would never give it back. Yeah. And then the people started coming over here.
They were trying to look at you. Told me a little bit about that, but that was like,
I didn't talk to you. That's what they be doing.
You don't remember? Well, I can look. I can help look for you if you want. I'd have to look around, but I don't really know a whole lot about that.
It was like in the room here. I can ask one of these. This girl, she works for.
I can see what I can find out about that for you, but I don't.
So I
don't know a whole lot about that.
She can
the
help
last
me
time that I
because
talked to you, I think you had told me a little bit about that, but that was like I think 2 weeks ago.
For you, but I was like, wow.
You don't remember?
I supposed to be going back.
Do you have any where you're at? Do you have any
and like I didn't
do you have any papers or any kind of letters where you're at, like boxes of letters or anything like that?
Get me. And then they sent somebody here, and then I was like, I'm not stupid because they came out of the TV. Girl, she works for the Philippines.
Ask somebody there that knows you well enough. If you can find any letters or any papers that you might have in your room, my information should be in there somewhere. Maybe you can look through there and see. Maybe you'll see that we've talked before, and you might remember who I am that way.
I don't know anything about the keys, like, cause it was in a suitcase, and it was hidden in the apartment, in the compartment underneath, like a hidden compartment. And like when the plane went down, we were on the wrong part
ask somebody there
of the territory.
That knows you, bless you.
And
ask somebody there that knows you well enough that you trust. See if you can find any letters or any papers that you might have in your room. Because my information should be in there somewhere.
These police that
maybe you can look through there and see. Maybe you can. Maybe you'll see that we've talked before, and you might remember who I am that way.
But I don't know how to tell them to get into it because it's just a difficult process, and like I'm not gonna snitch on them, And like I can't tell where those accounts are, and so like I don't know why they want those accounts.
Okay, so there is no fixing that. But do you guys want to just go on to the next call? Because I was going to do a poll, but since I'm booted from my Google account, I cannot do a poll. So I'm just curious what you guys want to do. Most people are saying next call. I think we should just go to the call with Think B. What do you think?
Well, is this, you mean skip this one completely?
Well, it's pretty long, and a lot of people are having trouble hearing it.
Okay.
Let me jump forward a little bit.
Okay.
Like you take dart, pull it out, pew, 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 like that. And so like, and I've been taking like all my eyes and just, but I ran out of the darts. I'm not going to. And it's just a lot because you don't understand that I don't know what they're talking about sometimes, and like I just sit with the people and they just start telling me stuff and I don't know them, and I have to be like, I don't know y'all, I don't know what you're talking about, I don't know why you decided to put me as a candidate for this position. And like I told them this, but they're nice to me about it because they just be like, okay, well, you're nice and you're pretty, but I'm like, I wasn't pretty when you were putting my head in the water and the cholas trying to like slam me down and drown me.
Well, sure, teacher.
To get information. I don't know what they're talking about. But now that I have a daughter named Harley, right? With the people. She doesn't even want to talk to me anymore. I don't know them.
I have a daughter named Harley. She doesn't want to talk to me anymore. I'll just play it until she gets done with this and we'll skip. But I do want to hear what she says about Harley here.
Just be like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Harley. She doesn't want to talk to me because she said that these people here that are holding me are doing bad things to me, and she said it makes me go crazy, and she doesn't like me go crazy. But I told her I'm not. They really are trying to get this information from me, and I gotta figure out how to keep them from doing that. To get information from me. But now that I have a daughter named Harley. She doesn't even want to talk to me anymore.
Really? I know Harley. I know who Harley is.
And I don't talk to her in a long time because she wants to know how I don't just help them get the information they need because they are keeping me here and not letting me go. But I can explain to her that like this is not how this should be going on. You've done this wrong to me. I'm not going to let you know where those accounts are. I'm not going to tell you why that stuff is there.
I'm here to help you.
They cattle prod me. You know what that is?
I don't know if you're or not, but I've been trying to help you now.
Yeah. That happened when our plane went down. So it went down. Our plane went down in Mexico, and we were on the wrong part. And they were like, oh, it was not a big fire, but a little fire. And so they were like, why did you cross in our territory? But we were supposed to come back another section. This should be going on. I don't know. I'm not going to let you know where the accounts are. That's a tricky thing, but they be like, go take a shower, go brush your hair. I'm not going in there because there is like crazy stuff in there.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. When did that happen?
Yeah. That happened when our plane went down.
Hold on, let me see. Okay, I just started the overlay a second early. That was the end of the call. Melissa, you can try, or anybody that, like, if you know somebody who's better with that, then we can absolutely try to decipher or pull it apart more. I know Jen's messed with those some. All I can know to do is like a couple little tricks that I already did, and it made it much better. It was quite hard to hear on the first 2 phone calls. Now the video visit, I don't know. But this next call is a lot better, and we can actually hear it. But, yeah. So there's kind of – we saw just prior to this, didn't we, Jen, that she was saying Harley wouldn't answer the phone?
Yes. There's only one person that I know. There's only like 2 people that I know that might be able to do this.
Right.
One is Coolest Reviews.
Ooh, okay.
And then I did get an email back a while, someone offering to help, but I didn't want to like just send this stuff because it's complicated. I wanted to be able to pay. And then they never wrote me back after I offered to pay them. So I don't, but we'll figure it out.
Okay. Well, this one's pretty interesting, and it's ain't B, and it's a lot better.
Yeah. I mean, the video visits, Amy, I'm looking at the docket, the Letecia's docket, because I'm trying, she started out June with a bang, okay, of crazy. And I'm trying to figure out what happened. So I'm listening, but as soon as I find something that's useful to us, after we get done with this call, I'll let you guys know. Because I know there's something there. I just got to look at it.
Ooh, and I'll look in the file too, in the jail
Okay.
file for
Yes.
June of 2021, and we'll listen to Ain't B. Okay.
Listen to Ain't B. Come on, baby.
I love it. It's very weird. Last time you did that, and I pressed play right after, and it was like it just flowed perfectly.
Don't do that again. It freaks me out.
Okay.
Hey, baby.
Hey.
How you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm just tired and trying to like extract this stuff out of my brain and try to read my brain, every day.
What are they stressing to you, Tisha Lynn?
What?
You say they were stressing something to you?
No.
What are they
walk.
strapping to
They
you,
have these people who walk by and they try to like look into your eyes and look in your eyes, and they're trying to like extract all the thoughts out of your brain and like kind of like try to take possession of you, take control.
Are they giving you medication by any chance?
No, God, no way. But I don't want to like try to control. They try to take control, then they have like it's kind of like how they do the North Koreans. They do like modified behavior, and they try to like take over your life and take control of you and make you do what they want to do, like almost like you're a robot. Just have to be careful.
Okay. So, are you eating pretty good?
Sometimes, but I don't really ever sleep. But sometimes I sleep, but then like I might sleep for like a week, but then like 2 weeks I might not sleep. You know what I mean? Because I have to watch out to make sure like what's going on and look out for anyone who's trying to be a spy and like anyone who's trying to like do something to take over. So because I'm trying to be a spy too, like to learn to be one, but I'm gonna do it for Russia.
Let me ask you something. Have you talked to your attorney?
Not in like a week or two, something like that. I don't know. I don't even know what day it is. I don't even keep up with that stuff. But those people will come. But I told them they have to watch out too, because people are trying to like read their brains and stuff. So they said they're on alert. They're not gonna let anybody do that. They're not gonna let anybody mess with their brains or anything. So that's good.
Do you have any money in your campaign?
I think I have like $45.
Do I need to call and check to see how much money you got in your campaign?
I just looked. It's like $45.16.
Okay, I'll put some money in your campaign this week, okay?
All right. What was I gonna say? Did they come? And I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't even know what day it is sometimes.
Today is Thursday, darling.
Okay. I'll think of it.
Come?
No, the people that was coming in my cell said they were gonna go there and they were gonna kill my mom.
Your mom's doing all right, baby.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Have you talked to your mom?
No.
You want to talk to her?
No, I don't want to. I told them that just don't hurt her though, like, I don't want to talk to her, but I told them just don't hurt her because they came in the room and the people were like running around and laughing about it and joking like ha 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 ha,
But have you talked to your mom any time?
And it's been like 3-4 weeks. I think
3 or 4 weeks since you talked to Deborah.
Yeah, but I don't really talk to her. I just don't want those people to take her over because her body parts won't be that good. You know, like if they're gonna take the body parts, they could take mine. They don't need to take y'all's because y'all's body parts won't be that good.
Oh, in other words, my body parts is in bad shape.
Well, I'm just saying, like, they could have mine for, like, to help all the people that need, like, kidneys and, like, stuff like that. I told them, don't go take mom's. They said they were going to go show mom and take mom's. But I don't want them to. Well, how is, I was about to say Sir Walter.
Trader?
Trader. How is Trader?
Trader's doing good. Trader just come in from the outside from partying, and everybody's doing good. Trader's doing good, and Harley's doing good, and I'm doing good.
That's good.
I'm ready to.
How's your stomach doing?
My stomach is doing fantastic. Harley, I can't believe how flat I am. I could almost wear some of Harley's clothes.
What?
Yeah, girl.
Harley told me, what?
I had all this stuff cut off, and I feel a whole lot better.
That's good.
You know?
Helps you move around more and self-esteem.
Yeah, I feel a whole lot better. I mean, it was something I wanted done before Uncle Tommy passed, and I didn't get to get it done, and he knew I wanted it done, so February. You know, that was my anniversary present from him. So, but anyway. Harley's doing good.
I'm gonna go real quick because there's like this there's this ninja at my door, and I've got to go talk to him. But
hey, listen to what I'm fixing to tell you now. Pay attention to what I'm fixing to tell you. When you talk to your lawyer again, you tell your lawyer I said contact me. I need to talk to your lawyer.
Okay.
I need to talk to your lawyer. I just need to find out who your lawyer is, so if something happens or anything like that, I can get in contact with them.
Okay. She ain't gonna do that, ain't
If you don't mind, okay?
Okay.
I love you, darling.
All right. Love you guys, too.
All right. Bye, baby.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you guys. I do believe what Aunt B had said in the past was that she had cancer and they had to do a surgery, so she got a tummy tuck with it or something like that, right, Jen?
Yeah, something to that effect. But okay, yeah, I think that's what it was.
Told you guys the audio was better in this one, but I don't know. It's honestly really sad because I know that Aunt B can be, annoying and all the things with Harley, and but honestly, she's just an aunt that is trying to look out for Letecia. Letecia has nobody, and if we remember back to the very first phone calls,
yes,
Brenda, and Katrina, it was heartbreaking. They were sobbing, crying because they believe that Tisha is being so mistreated and stuff.
Yes.
So no, I know she said that at one point, but then the tummy tuck came up, and the way that I understood it was like all done at one time. But I do remember her saying that she had the cancer, and I remember something with the tummy tuck.
It was Harley and Letecia talking because Aunt Brenda had called. Letecia had called Aunt Brenda. Aunt Brenda was hurt and upset that nobody had come to be with her while she was recovering, and she was upset with Harley. So then Letecia and Harley speak, and I believe it's Harley who says something like, Aunt B, Aunt Brenda has cancer, and Letecia says, Aunt B don't have cancer, she got a tummy tuck, or the opposite way. I actually, but no, because I feel like Harley wouldn't say that. I think it's Letecia that said it.
It was something like that, though. Mm-hmm. Yes, You're exactly right. And I know it's 2 different surgeries. However, I have seen instances where people will go in for a surgery and other little things. And what if it's not a real tummy tuck, but it was the cancer surgery and it gave the effect of, I don't know. I don't want to straight up call her a liar because I can't remember all the details. But I do remember her crying that she had cancer and no one was taking care of her but Julie, and Julie was taking such good care, that whole thing.
But she paid her and Julie got a little too rough.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
What else? So I've had 4 C-sections. After the first C-section, each subsequent C-section, in order to get a good, clean, place to stitch, after they cut your uterus so many times, what they would do is because there's 2 stitches, there's the one on your uterus and then there's the incision for your tummy. But each time they would do that, they would cut away a little bit of fat. So in theory, I would get a little tiny itty bitty little tummy tuck every time.
Right. I've heard that before. See, I've had 1 C-section, but never a second one. So I don't know, but that's interesting.
Yeah.
And look, you guys, people can feel how they feel about A and B. I don't like the racism either, like the things she said. However, she's older. And also, at the end of the day, she's at least looking out for other people. I don't know. She didn't hurt a child. I don't want to. I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Exactly. And while she has said some racist shit, she said some really throwed off shit. Nobody deserves cancer. I mean, that's not an appropriate punishment for that, I don't think. And I think that I'm talking, well, I shouldn't say nobody, but I would not wish cancer on anybody. Let me put it like that. That's a better way to put it. I would not wish cancer on anyone. Not even Letecia.
Right. Well, I don't know.
I just feel like when you put bad out there in the universe like that, when you speak it and you wish negative on other people, it usually the universe is like, oh yeah, let me show you. So I feel like I would not wish that kind of illness. Letecia needs to be dealt with however the universe sees fit.
Right.
It's not up to me to decide.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
It's not a full tummy tuck. A tummy tuck is where it goes all the way around you and they remove tissue, they remove fat. It's, and they essentially take some chunk and then remake your tummy. That's really what it is. I don't know what exactly she had done. And it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, whenever all that happened, you could tell that Aunt B was down. And yes, in the moment to her face, Letecia was nice to her. But then right behind her back, she talked all the shit in the world. She's mean. She's cruel.
Yes, she absolutely is. And like Nancy says, she's being, so I spelled that wrong. I'm sorry. Hold on. Beach Lover says that she has stage 4 metastatic. I don't know how to say that.
Metastatic. Let me see. Where's it at?
Metastatic. She has colon cancer and wouldn't wish it on anybody's. And I am so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Lover. And I really hope that the treatment goes well and everything. My grandma had colon cancer and it was really tough, but she eventually did come out of it and was in remission. So I really hope that for you. And I'm so sorry.
I do too. I had a friend. She was my friend too, but she's really my sister's best friend. I just knew her through my sister. Her mom had colon cancer, and she survived and went into remission.
Right. Good. See, and I hope that for you too. Nancy says she's also being used and abused and manipulated by Tisha, and that's part of my problem. like with trying, like that's why I'm not too hard on her, because I've heard her sobbing, crying over the things Tisha has told her are happening in there that aren't true. I know that she at least cares, and she's trying. She's helping Harley. Harley had literally nobody, and that's just where I stand. And people can see how they stand. Melly Lynn says, I don't think anybody's saying Brenda deserves cancer. That's not what Jen meant, though. She was just saying she would not wish it on anybody. She didn't think anybody was saying that. But she says two things can be true at one time. Letecia is a killer and Brenda is a racist manipulator. Well,
Correct.
See, I feel like she is a manipulator too. I don't know, like she's an older woman and things were different then as far as race and stuff goes. That's no excuse at all. But and I think I do see her manipulate, but I don't hate her for it. And that's just where I stand. I actually have a lot of sympathy and I feel sorry for Aunt B. I can't help it. It's where I'm at.
And I have to agree, Melly. Nobody said that she deserves it. I didn't say that. Anybody did say that she deserves it. I just feel like it's Brenda. With Brenda, it's complex with her. I mean, look, to be fair, she said the most racist shit about my race, which would be Mexican. And you know, if I can say, to me, they're two separate things. You know, I think that, but they're also true at the same time. She has said racist, fucked up shit. That is true. Mm-hmm. She was alone and sad and scared after she had whatever kind of surgery it was that she had, right? And that's also sad.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and all those things can be true at one time.
I think we're all really agreeing. Melly says, absolutely not saying anybody said it. I was just saying LOL. Yes, I think we're all kind of saying the same thing. It's hard to I don't know. Sometimes you have to open. Sometimes I feel personally that people misconstrue. I got a comment on our last calls, Allie.
I cannot hear you, Bendy. You're like in it. Your mic is something funky. Hold on. Okay, wait. Talk.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on with my audio.
It just sounded like your mic was being like covered up and uncovered over and over. Wait till I'm going to read the report of what's going on in the jail after we talk for just a second. And then we're going to go over to Melissa Jades. My mom just got done fighting cancer, and that it was one of the scariest things I've ever been through. I lost a very close friend to cancer, and it was horrific. And I was young too. I was in high school when she finally, when she passed away, but it started in middle school. But yeah, so it's just, I don't know. I think that we are all agreeing to a degree, but also there's a lot of people that have their feelings towards Aunt Brenda, and that's absolutely fine. And you can voice them here. And I'm just saying my feelings are kind of the opposite of that right now. I've had my moments where I was really angry with her, but these days with both her and Harley, I have more sympathy for them. And also knowing, I think it also comes along with listening to all they put up with her, and also she's human. We're all human, and at the end of the day, like it's been said in the chat, I don't give a damn tummy tuck cancer, whatever. I don't think you should lie about cancer. Now that's some shit.
No, yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Regardless, that one call after the surgery was really hard to hear. It was sad.
Yeah. And so my point really was, sometimes I feel like I have to really explain, almost to the point I feel of over explaining, so that I can make sure that I'm very, very clear. And even then I sometimes get comments where I don't know if it's me all the time or just in general where stuff is misconstrued. I got a comment on the last live that we did, something about, people who have agoraphobia. I don't remember even talking about agoraphobia in those calls last time. Do you, Allie? And that I was ignorant.
What is that?
Where you're agoraphobia, when you're you're afraid of, you don't like to go out. You don't like to be around people. And I cannot imagine that I would have agoraphobia. I don't remember even talking about that, nor do I remember anybody talking about it in the chat or on the panel or Letecia? And so when they left that comment, and it's very possible that maybe they were commenting, maybe it was meant for somebody else. I mean, I don't know, because the other day I was live with you guys commenting, trying to comment in my chat, and hit the wrong live because I was commenting from, my phone. That happens. So I couldn't figure it out. Now I could have commented back and been like, said something nasty, but I
feel
didn't.
like I think we've gotten a comment about that at some point, like somebody who, but I don't know. I don't know, but I don't think it was like the last live. I feel like it was a while back.
This one was the last one we did.
Right. So I don't think that was it.
Yeah.
But Riley says, you guys don't have to be so politically correct. Some people just always have something to say to be combative. Well, here's the thing, though. And Melissa and I just talked about this today, and Jen and I have talked about this. You do have to, if you don't want to deal with your words. And it sucks so much. Like we were talking today, Melissa and I was like, it's like, you don't just have to watch how you say things on panel. You also have to watch how you type comments, because people will misconstrue, people will get angry, and it causes so much headache that it's like sometimes it's easier to just walk around and be careful with your words, even though it's annoying as hell. Because at the end of the day, all of us, I know for sure the three of us who I've mentioned talking about this with, me and Jen and Melissa, all have the best of intentions, right? And everything that we say, we try to be open and honest, and people they tear every single word apart. You know what I mean? And that makes it really tough. There can be a whole live about a topic and one sentence is said and it just hits somebody's ears a little weird, and then they're like,
right,
get very upset, and it's hard. It's stressful to deal with, and it's hard to navigate.
Carol remembers. Carol said that Amy Lang said it. She said she knew somebody on SSI due to it. Were they talking? Thank you, Carol. Were they talking about, like, was Amy trying to get Letecia to do it, or was Letecia talking about scamming in some way? Because maybe that is the comment wasn't for me. Maybe it was directed towards Amy.
I bet it was. Yeah.
That's why. See, I could have in that moment taken great offense. Right. And I could have flown off the handle and been like, what are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. And I could have been rude, but I didn't. I wish that people would extend everybody that same grace. That's why I do it, because I want to be treated that way. So therefore I treat other people that way. And I wish somebody could please people would take a minute and just think about that before they, fire off and assume something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Also, I'm an Aquarius and Pluto is in retrograde. And so I've been told that I'm going to be going through quite a few changes, and particularly feisty. So watch out, y'all. That's all I have to say.
Melly says, having biracial sons and grandchildren, I would never befriend Brenda or Letecia. I also never like to see people used or abused as Letecia does to Brenda. All bad juju. I'm with you 100%. And Letecia specifically, because she's the one who's been the most racist towards that I've seen, but all of it. But oh my gosh, it's so frustrating to listen to her talk about Mexican people, Hispanic people, even today, her little Hebrew thing.
Yes.
She's so offensive. She is absolutely so offensive. And I think for anybody, just for a human, you hear some of the things she says and you're like, oh my God. And now I haven't forgot about Aunt B talking about Harley's boyfriend. At that time, I didn't have a whole lot of sympathy for Aunt B. I don't think it matters. But I have also biracial people in my family that I love very much. But even if I didn't, I don't like treating people some type of way because of the color of their skin or where they come from. I think that it's disgusting. And, Letecia does a lot of that, specifically, like Jen said, a lot towards Mexicans. I don't know what her problem is, or with and she uses the term Hispanic people too. Mm-hmm. Even makes jokes about how you shouldn't confuse the two, which Jen and I have talked about. I remember my grandpa saying that, like, people would call him Mexican and he'd be like, no, I'm Hispanic. Like, there is a difference. And Tisha, like, mocks the fact that people want to be clear about where they come from. That's just because people have pride in who they are, right? And they want to be clear about where they came from. But so I can understand that. It is really frustrating to hear.
And Carol got it. So whoever commented to me is upset, I guess, because Letecia was talking about the lady in her pod that has dementia, who was talking shit to her and saying that she was going to whoop her ass, basically. And I was rooting for the lady with dementia, which is what I wrote in the chat.
Right. Okay.
So, I mean, clearly.
Hey, David. Yes, we are.
I understand now. I guess I can see how that might be misconstrued. But thank you, Carol, for explaining it to me, because I didn't get it.
I don't see her comment, but
it's way up here. Hold on, I'll tell you. She said,
yeah, read it to me if you don't care.
Hold on. I've got to scroll up a minute. It says, they were also saying somebody with dementia, and you said you were rooting for that person. Yes. Letecia was talking about the woman with dementia who was calling her a dusty, crusty something or other. And I said, I'm rooting for the lady with dementia. Yes, I did say that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I want to tell you about these two reports.
Yeah, let's get off of this.
Yeah, because Melissa has a live at 7. But
yes.
Before we go to our live, let me just okay. So the calls we just listened to were from the 2nd and 3rd, and the rest on this video are from the 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 6th. So they're the beginning of June. These two reports take place at the end of May and then at the middle of June. But it's really interesting because they are very similar but different. But this is what was going on with Letecia at the time. Otherwise, I find it kind of, I noticed that she doesn't have any other, reports with her acting like this on the phone completely, like she's completely lost her shit. You don't see that. You don't see reports that kind of show that. You know what I mean? At this time, you see two reports. This first one, concerns around inmate Stauch. So at approximately 3:50 p.m., Letecia Stauch was admitted to blank. She was housed in blank as I was directed. At approximately 5:15, just prior to, 6:15, just prior to serving the dinner meal, I was approached by inmate blank. This inmate was visibly upset, shaking, and almost crying. She made a statement to the effect of, "How can a monster like that be in general population?" I recognized what was being said and the severity of the situation, even though inmate blank did not say any names. I immediately removed the inmate from the ward and placed her in the blank. I had her sit in a chair and I sat across from her. I explained that I knew what she was referring to and told her I was going to do my best to address her concerns. I asked her to follow my line of questions in order to provide clarity on the situation. Inmate blank started to protest and explained she had been part of the community event searching for, quote, that little boy, unquote, and the laying of ribbons. I asked her to be patient and started my questions. She told me she did not know what else to do, and that is why she came directly to me. I asked her about her charges and if she was guilty. She said she wasn't. I explained this is part of due process. I talked with her about the legal process and that everyone is innocent until proven guilty. She said she was okay and had no plans to cause any issues. So that was the end of that one. Then on June the 13th, at approximately 1:55 p.m., this is Deputy Tracy Strickland. She was assisting another deputy in a particular ward. And this inmate was doing their hour out, and at that time, they were standing by the desk talking to us. She was inquiring as to whether or not Stauch had been sentenced yet. I knew that inmate blank was referring to Stauch. Previously, Stauch was housed in blank and their cells were next to each other and they would often talk. Inmate blank said, quote, listen to this. She said, quote, that bitch is guilty. She told me she did it. She was crying and said that things got out of control and she shot him in the jaw, unquote. Now, I want to say at this time, that was absolutely not known to the public. In June of 2021, yes, he was shot under the chin through the jaw. We know that now. A bullet lodged in his spinal cord. But this was not known to the public at the time. So that's very interesting. She claims Stauch told her they used to talk every day. And she says, again, that bitch is guilty. She told me she did it. She was crying and said that things got out of control and she shot him in the jaw. Inmate the blank then said Letecia's daughter and Gannon's little sister were walking the dog when it occurred. She said that when they got home, she panicked and put him in a suitcase. Inmate blank said she was driving around with him in the car, saw someone she knew and asked for help. The person she asked for help refused. She said, then blank said Stauch told her she tossed the suitcase off of a bridge. When we asked why did she do it, she said he had been acting up so he could go stay with his grandma. Inmate blank said that Stauch told her he also started a fire leading up to all of this so that she would send him to his grandma. Now, I don't know, some things don't line up, but that is one of the most interesting reports I have ever seen, and in this jail file. And both of them are inmates complaining about being around Letecia and because of what she's done. She absolutely, Melly, I believe that too. She could have thrown in some lies just in case it was told on her, but some of those things were too close to being accurate to what happened. Now, it was known, of course, he was found in the suitcase and things like that. And, usually when we do these calls, we don't talk about the case. However, if it comes up in the call or the report we're doing, we're here to talk about the facts. And that's just that. Those are the facts of what is in the jail file. What you make of it, what I make of it is whatever. But that's what was happening at this time. And in June, right in between, these calls take place right in between those two reports.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. So, anyways, Melissa Jade has a live actually 1 minute ago. So
No, she said she's changed it, but it's soon. She said she changed it. She moved it. I don't know. She said she moved it.
Okay, I pushed.
I forget that you can't. I forget you can't fix that. You can't see the things that because you're on.
Reading the report. Yeah.
Yeah, and also you're not watching it on your phone. You're only watching it on StreamYard. Yes. Her live will be at.
Yeah, I don't have a phone.
7:30. So in 30 minutes.
Okay.
Well, listen, whoever it was that wrote me that, I didn't intend to offend you. So I apologize for offending you because it wasn't intended that way. I just probably said something very flip in the comment section of my own live because I get irritated with Letecia talking shit and saying that people are trying to beat her up. And in that situation, I don't give a rat's fat kneecap who it is. I root for the person who's wanting to beat her up. That's what I was meaning. That was my intent. And I didn't mean to offend you. So I apologize. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Well, since we have 30 minutes, Jen, look, so this live, there's one more short call and it will bring us right before the halfway point in the video. Do you want to go ahead and listen to that? And then the second half will be on your channel.
Yeah, do it however you want, babe.
See, the call goes from here to here and it ends just before halfway. Okay,
do it however you want, babe. I don't care.
Okay, well, I don't really care either, as long as they're somewhat split, but that should make us like dead in the middle. And we have 30 minutes anyway, so we might as well hear one more. It's Harley.
Yeah, okay. Oh, perfect. I'm not saying nothing.
Okay, I'm going to mute too, but yeah. And sometimes it's really hard, man.
Thank you.
Hello? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, my room, on the phone, trying to. Well, I was on the phone with Brenda, and then stupid ninja came to my room, and then I told her I had to go, but trying to get people, ISIS is trying to get people to join them. I know. So I came back over here. I sat down for a little bit, but then I came over here. And so I thought I'd call you.
Yeah, and also I realized something else. Leticia's in her room calling Harley, and I think that 99% of the reason this call sounds like it does is because she's calling her from the tablet.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Oh, it was so bad. You could not hear Harley at all. I turned the volume up on the player. You know how it comes like medium level. I turned it up.
Oh, yeah.
Then on the editing app, all the way like 100% extra. So yeah, it was really bad.
Also, before we talk about, I want to listen to this call, and then there's something else I want to talk about when we're done. That's not even related to anything, but we've already been talking about. Oh, that's a good point, Gina. Maybe it wasn't to me, but if it was, I apologize. Okay. Allie, you got to push play, babe.
I'm muted. Damn it.
Start it over again. 5/20, 2024.
Oh, no.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, Melissa, no way. And thank you so much. And that is very sweet. And we're definitely going to be done by 7:30, but I appreciate that so much. And that's very sweet. Okay. Damn it. I'll have to fix the banner. All right, let's go.
Are you sleeping? What? I can't hear you. What? Just laying down. Oh, laying down. What are you gonna do? I can church later. That's good. What day is it? It's Sunday? Thursday. Oh. Church is on Thursday? I did on Thursday night. Because they be doing some crazy stuff with this new president. So we're here as these spies because we're trying to help out, like, for Trump and Russia. But, like, the new president, that's why he's got these new spies trying to do stuff in here because they're trying to get ISIS to take over. And so that's crazy because they moved church from Sunday to Thursdays. Anyway. Oh, I'm going to give away my kneecaps. Yeah, I'm going to give away my kneecaps. Every time I be trying to come over here in my hiding spot, I be trying to hide in this little cage spot over here because there's these 2 men that sit inside this cage. And I be coming over here to that hiding spot. And every time I come over here, they turn their heads straight and be out like they don't know I'm looking at them in this cage. And I just standing here in this cage right now, like, listen. I'm looking in the cage like, what the heck? Y'all need to clean that stuff up in there. Y'all got, like, burgers in there and, like, trash. And, like, they should sweep their apartment, you know? So they just sit there in this cage and, like, look at you, like, the whole time as you're, like, out and about doing stuff. They be just sitting in that cage just looking around at you like, I just be thinking to myself, they know they, like, I called somebody yesterday and gave them the spies' names. And I was like, just talk to these people because they're spies. And they were like, all right, but these 2 people in this cage, they won't say nothing. They just sit there. And the cage is like, okay, it's like, all right, hold on. And I'm about to hit the cage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps to the cage. So they sit right there. There's a door on it, but I think it's locked. You gotta work today? Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Are you sick? No. No. Okay. Make sure they don't implant something to, like, if they control your brain, they'll start trying to give you, like, sicknesses and stuff like that. So don't get sick with them. Well, I just wanted to love you and I miss you, and I'll call you tomorrow. I don't want to use all the time today. Call you tomorrow because in order to get more time, there's no telling what they'll try to make me do or what they'll take from me. Okay. Okay. I love you so much. Love you too. Bye. Are you okay? Bye. Are you okay? Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, but when I heard this, when I was recording it, it went all through me because for a second I thought, well, the whole call is abusive. Like, I can't stand her doing these little crazy tricks on her daughter. She doesn't deserve that. But at the end of the call, are you okay? For like a second, I thought, oh my God, Tisha cares. Tisha's paying attention. Tisha's cares. And Harley's like, yeah. And Tisha's like, okay, bye.
Exactly.
So you did not give a damn at all. It was just, I don't know for what, but.
Yeah, she does not give a rat's fat kneecap about anybody but herself. She's disgusting. She's absolutely disgusting. And this is why I have sympathy for Harley. Because regardless, Harley continues to stay in contact with her, continues to take her calls. It's, only, let me see. Okay, so.
Trulia, that is the sweetest comment. Thank you so much. You guys make my day. I feel better after coming on and chatting with you, and thank you. And then also Teacup and Lil Red, thank you. All you guys, just for all the love and support, and I hope you feel better and all those things. Thank you for everything. Okay.
I want to see when, hold on a second.
Let me take this down because we are done now. We're definitely going to end by 7:30, and hopefully everybody here will go over and support Melissa J tonight. And then tomorrow, Bendy wants to talk about Daybell, and I'm I can't wait because I made a post earlier when I still had access to my channel, and I was like, we have to talk about this.
Oh yeah, we will be talking about it.
Great.
Where is it? It wasn't in 2020. See, I didn't think it was.
What you looking for?
When she changed her plea.
Oh, it was when the month we ordered.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Silly girl. Now you guys know.
No, I'm not going to say anything because.
That's okay. I mean, it's so close now. I feel like, if somebody went and ordered that month and rushed to put them out just to be a jerk, that would just.
They would. How could they? Because if they order them now, because this is,
Yeah, it wouldn't work. And also it would
also be a dick move.
It is absolutely February 2022. And guess what, you guys? Those are the calls that we're waiting on from that month, because we looked up when it happened, and I was like, Jen, we should hear these because it went public then too, and I wanted to see what the family had to say. So I cannot wait for you guys. I can't wait for us to all hear them.
But what it is, but what I can't figure out. Hold on a minute. It's not on her docket anywhere.
No, I found it in the news.
Yeah, I just wanted to see.
What
was in the docket. Okay, so because if it was February 2022, she changed it. Harley was still talking to her up until, she says, November of 2022.
Yeah, for a little bit after that. But yes, I'm curious, how does everyone react to the news? First of all, Amy watches the news like a hawk. So she's going to definitely know. And are people going to know what that means? Because if you plead not guilty by reason of insanity, that means you're admitting I did it.
Correct. But here's the thing. It's something that I'm not sure I know what it means. You guys know what it means. It's an affirmative defense, but right in the very beginning is not guilty. So I'm curious if Letecia, or if perhaps they didn't actually look into exactly what a not guilty by reason of insanity plea actually means. which is an affirmative defense. I mean, they're admitting guilt, but that you cannot be held criminally liable because you're insane at the time. And so therefore you basically are saying, I did it, but I need to be in a mental institution or mental health hospital. I don't need to be in prison. So I was trying to look for that because I'm trying to figure out, just exactly how this not guilty by reason of insanity plea came together. And it feels to me like I don't know maybe Tellini was just hoping that that was his only avenue. Maybe that's all he could do for his client. I don't know. Because I don't think he thought he could actually get a full on acquittal. Do you know what I mean? And she was bound and determined to go to trial. So.
Yes. And I'm sorry about that because I had to mute for a second because Trenton came through here.
Always kids come first.
Yes, absolutely. But
I was going to bring up Gilgo Beach. Have you guys seen that? They were out at his house again today.
I saw
taking out a ton of evidence bags. And this is why I wanted to bring this up. There are no phone calls from while she was on trial. Most of the people that she was talking to on the phone with, actually, I think at some point were on a witness list. And so therefore they wouldn't. But also, I think that Tellini told her, you can't. But what I wanted to say about about Rex Shearman and the Gilgo Beach serial killer is he's been arrested. They're moving through the court system now, but yet his case is still being investigated. So remember that for when you're thinking about some upcoming trials, i.e. Idaho 4.
Yeah. Melissa was streaming at his house last time. She said I was going to go there to stream again, but it was very late in rush hour.
Yeah, I can't believe. I don't know what they're up to. Because this usually there's something that's filed. They get a probable cause for a search warrant, and that's usually filed, and they get a heads up. But they didn't, and they were out at his house for 2 weeks, and so it makes me wonder. I watched the video. You can find. I mean, it's all over everywhere. Mine, I just happened to click on News Nation, but they do have some video of them removing stuff, and the coroner was out there.
Right. ME vans. What? I didn't.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So this is what I can't figure out. Okay. They also, when they served that search warrant originally, right, it included a buttload. I mean, they gave an actual number, but I don't remember what that number is, even though I literally just watched that video 2 seconds ago. But I was also listening to Letecia and Harley. So I was a little distracted. But anyway, I wonder if it's possible that as they've been going through the devices, right? Did they find something in the device that, had them come back out to the home?
But the ME, wouldn't that be body
There?
parts?
Yes, honey. Yes. But what I'm saying is what would make them go back and search again? I'm thinking that they have been working diligently going through these electronics that they took from his home during the first, search warrant. You know what I mean? And now maybe they found something on those electronic devices, which, made them apply for yet another search warrant. And so when they served that search warrant, whenever they were doing whatever they were doing out there, taking things out, perhaps they stumbled upon another
they could technically be even just I know this is gross, but just like a finger or
a part, right? Because there were the 2 victims that they found parts of, back in April of last year.
Oh, Grace on Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Grace. Yeah, it's sad.
It is sad. And then Teacup said something about Emma. She said, I want to feel bad for Emma, but it's so hard for me. And I know we're going to.
I don't know, Allie, how I feel. And I'm glad that MJ actually having her live scheduled at 7 and you being, I know I don't want your feet to be cut up and all that, but just you not feeling like you don't feel like you're tired and you're not feeling 100 is actually a good thing, because I need to sit with Emma and Garth's testimony. Because what I really would like for us to do, Allie, is to be able to go over their testimony, but I also want to listen to that Dateline interview. And I
heard that.
And I will tell you this: there's one question that I wanted an answer to that neither side asked from Emma and Garth. If they did ask it, it's very possible that I missed it, but I didn't hear it. So that's another thing I want to go back and watch again to see if I actually missed that question. But then I thought about why one of them, I can see why the prosecutor or the defense didn't ask it, because if they had opened up that door during direct, then it would have opened the door for the prosecutor. And what I'm really thinking about now is there's some things that the defense or the state didn't do, and now I'm sort of wondering if in their rebuttal that these things will be resolved. Specifically, Emma was asked about a visit with Chad in November, I believe, of 2022. And there was some reference to the Fitbit. And that basically Emma's testimony was that Tammy was not healthy, and that the Fitbit results, whatever they pulled, aren't accurate, because Tammy used to stand with watching, like, her playing Candy Crush with her iPad on the back of the chair and swing her arm to, I guess, trick the Fitbit into thinking that she was taking more steps than she was.
Yeah,
because evidently that's how it works. And but there is apparently there's a visit between Chad and Emma that referenced this discussion, and they asked a very pointed and explicit question out of her, and she says she doesn't remember. Now, if they have that audio from that visit, they must have it, because they referenced specifically something that she said. So I'm wondering if, rather than introduce it while the defense is putting on their case in chief to impeach her, if they will introduce it during the rebuttal portion. I also did not know that Garth was potentially facing perjury charges.
Well, I haven't seen that yet, so I don't know.
Oh, God damn, Allie, I'm so sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
With Emma, y'all are going to kill me, because I'm always like leaning on I think she's being truthful. I think that she's, for the most part at least, I think she believes in her dad. But that's just where I'm at.
Here's the thing. I think that Emma believes that she's telling the truth. I think that she does not believe that her dad would be part of anything that would hurt her mother. So I think there's a difference between the actual truth and Emma's perception of the truth.
No, yeah, but I don't think she's lying intentionally.
No, I don't know. I think she believes what she's saying.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make what she's saying the truth.
To her, it is, though.
Right. It's her perception of the truth. That I'm saying, I'm agreeing with you.
Right.
I'm agreeing with you. I think Emma is telling her perception of the truth.
Yes.
However, I don't think it's the truth. I do not think she's intentionally covering for her dad. I don't.
I think she's, telling the truth as she sees it. And I don't think that she's lying. And I think that she's, I don't want to use the term brainwashed, but, I don't think she even necessarily has to be brainwashed. It's her dad. And we tend to believe our parents. And she didn't watch the trial. I don't know. I think that she's very sheltered person, regardless of all, everything else. And I think that she's not lying intentionally. So,
well, there was a word that prior use today that means something very, very different when you put it with the LDS faith. When you talk about a fundamentalist, that's a very specific thing. And
yeah, I was thinking that's the FLDS, right?
Well,
like the dude you always talk about and stuff.
Well, this is what I'll say about it. That's usually the connotation that it means. However, there are people who have become disenfranchised with the mainstream LDS church because they go to do research, which is something that Emma talked about a lot during her testimony. She's actually although her cadence is a little robotic, she's actually quite a good speaker. But anyway, Chad was a researcher, and that he said that he was particularly interested and did immaculate, I think is the word she used, research specifically pertaining to the teachings of Joseph Smith and Brigham Young, who are the founders essentially of the Mormon religion. And so the teachings that one of the most notable controversial teaching that Joseph Smith taught was polygamy. And it is one of it caused a lot of conflict, all the things, right? So remember when we were talking about like Lori, Tammy, and potentially Melanie P. And we talked about sister. I had said I wondered if Melanie P wasn't being, to become a sister wife, or if initially perhaps the Chad floated the idea to Tammy about sister wives because of it is in the early teachings.
Well, also it makes Chad not look as bad for cheating on his wife. That's what.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Correct. So it made me wonder.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. That's 100% intentional. It was putting up the framework for this is what he believes in. And as a matter of fact, your beliefs are protected to a degree under the Constitution. And when it comes to religion and stuff like that, things can slightly change as far as the legal process goes. And I think Pryor keeps putting that out there. His beliefs, his religious beliefs, you know what I mean? And that's intentional because of, like I said, your religious.
You are absolutely allowed to have the freedom of religion in this country, 100%. But when your freedom of religion infringes on another person's, I don't know, fucking basic freedom to life, then it's a problem. And it doesn't outrule it.
Right. Thank you, Toby. Toby says, I sent a little something to you girls. That's very sweet. And you guys, again, if you weren't here in the beginning, I just want to say, and I may not be able, well, I definitely am not going to be able to answer comments and stuff from my YouTube account. I can get into my YouTube accounts through StreamYard to stream. That's it. I'm not going to be able to post or anything. My phone's messed up. So I think Wednesday, I know I have an appointment Wednesday to get it fixed. I just don't know how long that process is going to be. But just so you know, I cannot get into my emails. I cannot get into anything Gmail, Google, that's where you have
because you have the two-step verification.
Yes. And I'm sick of it. And I'm just so pissed off over it. I can't get into anything. Can't get into my bank account. I have to pay a ton of bills tomorrow. I know. I'm very
stressed. We got to figure out. Oh, no, we can't. You can't even change it because.
I know. I called the bank today and he's like, I know one payment I can call and have them make for me. And that's going to be a little less stressful. And then I'm just going to have to wait till Wednesday. So if you don't hear from me, I can't text, not going to be modding any chats. I'm not going to be answering comments. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'll probably just go lay in my bed and eat a bunch of ice cream and feel sorry for myself tonight. Honestly, I'm like, my head hurts, my foot hurts, my leg hurts. I even got scratched on my arm. Like I didn't realize it.
God, love it. I'm sorry.
I know my whole wrist is covered in little scratches.
Yeah.
So
I can't believe that. That sucks, babe. I'm sorry.
David.
See, that's why when I got the iPhone, I didn't get rid of my old phone, because just in case something ever happens to this, then my old phone will always be I can always use that as a 2-step verification.
Lil Red, do you have Facebook? You can message me on Facebook because I can get into that on my thing. Can you say that one more time, Bendy? I'm sorry.
That's why I never got rid of my old phone, because just in case something ever happens to this phone, I still have two-party verification. That's will send it to that.
I do too, but Bentley lost my old one. I'm having them search everywhere tonight. But Tess, I have Apple Care. So they're gonna I only have to pay up between $50 and $100 at this place to get it fixed. So that's where we're at.
We'll figure it out.
It'll be a couple days. Oh, thank you. You can message me on Facebook though. Take the SIM out and put it in another phone. Can't do it. It will only send to that particular phone. The 2-step verification, it won't send it to another device. I could take the SIM out and have my phone, but I'm just going to use Bentley's phone. I'm not going to mess with it until I go to the phone place.
So what you've got to do, Allie, is have 2 devices that can be for your 2-step authentication, because I can do it on my iPhone, but I can also do it on my old phone just in case.
Yeah. Me too. I need to find that old phone, and I think I can do it. But
we need to. Well, when we get this one fixed, when we moving forward, we need to have whatever device it is put away where it's safe forever.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, this is not the first time I dropped it in the water either, because we hang out on the dock every day all summer, and there are these little holes that are meant for the waves to break through so the dock doesn't break during storms and stuff.
Yeah.
And I've dropped my phone through that, recording the kids swimming.
On
a FaceTime. It was actually
terrible.
So somebody was on the other end. I was not just recording, I was FaceTiming.
Oh, Jesus.
And they just into the water. But anyways,
Lil Red, if you have a YouTube channel and you're monetized, you have to have two-party you have to have 2-step verification. It's a requirement from Google.
All right, you guys, let's go to Melissa's, because it's 7:52. We went over 2 minutes. Please.
We did. Damn it. And we were doing so good. This is why we should have just ended it. We should have cut it right then, because we should have known we were not going to be able to do it.
With Bendy. You got to add Bendy in with it.
Yeah.
Abellis, can we come over and have ice cream in bed with you? Yes. And just hang out. And that would be awesome. And thank you so much, Abellis. All right, you guys, let's go over to Melissa's. Thank you for being here and supporting us. Make sure that you subscribe to Bendy's channel, because we split the calls and videos. If you want to see them both, definitely have to be on both channels. And thank you, Jen, for coming. Thank you to the mods and the chat. Thanks for just letting me bitch about whatever. And yeah, I love and appreciate all you guys. And I hope you have a good night.
Good night, you guys. Thank you. Bye.